Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I would do a get ready with me, and I thought we would talk about some of the brands that I want to try in 2023. I love these kind of videos. I just thought I'd do a get ready with me while I'm doing, because I've got to get ready to film anyway. So I'm going to start off with some eyeshadow primer. As always, this is the NARS Smudge Proof eyeshadow base. It's the best one without a doubt. Now, I am trying to be more logical about my spending this year. But obviously with Sephora launching in the UK, there's a lot of new brands that I really would like to try. Now the first one is a brand I've heard so much about, and it's without doubt Rare Beauty. Their cream blushes look absolutely gorgeous. You will know if you do watch regularly that I really love the Made by Mitchell liquid blushes. And they have a really gorgeous range of both dewy and matte liquid blushes. Really love the idea of the dewy ones, and that's definitely something I want to try. I also really love the idea of that tinted moisturiser. It sounds absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to start off with the Be Perfect Carnival Interstellar palette, and I'm going to go in with Luna, which is like this limey green. Thought we would do green today since I'm wearing this very luminous green top. This is a Morphe brush with no number on. Helpful. So yeah, I really love the look of the dewy blushes, the tinted moisturiser. I've heard great things about the bronzer stick, not that you can ever get it at the moment because it's always sold out. But they are now on both Space NK and Sephora UK. So they're definitely a brand I want to try. I've heard great things about a good like 90% of the products. The only thing that I'm not too fussed by is the foundation and the concealer. I've heard really mixed things about those, so they're probably something I'm going to skip. The next one is another new one to the UK, and that is One Size by Patrick Starr. I think so. Don't hold me to that. But it's One Size. I really love the look of the like trio blushes. You know, I'm a blush girl. Again, honestly, most of the brands I want to try have got blushes involved in them. But yeah, I love the look of those trio blushes, the trio bronzers. I'm just going to go in with a mix of Meteor and Celestial in the crease. I also really like the sound of their blurring balm, I think it is. Again, I really love light coverage foundations at the moment. So that is something I'd definitely be looking forward to trying. And I've also heard great things about the concealer as well. So it's another brand that is very new here. Not something we could get before they launched Sephora in the UK. I don't mind ordering from abroad if I'm ordering like indie shadows and stuff, but when it comes to like brands that should be sort of readily available, I don't tend to order them sort of from offline when it's sort of abroad, because I feel like it complicates a whole load of things. Another one that's new to Sephora is Tarte. I have wanted to try Tarte probably since I was about 13. Obviously Tarte was such a big brand in the beauty sphere. I've heard great things about those new little maracuja like clicky lip things. I still and think I will always want to try the Amazonian clay blushes, because they were so huge back in the day on YouTube. So I think just for sort of nostalgic purposes, I'd really love to try those. There's a particular shade that's like a gorgeous like nudie shade, and I love the idea of that, especially when I'm wearing sort of crazy bright eye looks like today really. So that is a brand that I have always wanted to try. You know, it's been such a long time that I've wanted to try it. That would have been definitely one of the first things I'd have gone for if I ever went to the US before we could get it here. It would have definitely been one that I really wanted to try. Now I'm just going in with a bit of Meteor, and I'm going to mix it with Alien, which is this really dark green. So I'm going to mix these two together and put this in the crease as well. Just going to go in with a little bit of a smaller brush and just Alien on its own and really deepen up that outer corner. And then back in with Luna, which is that like yellowy green, and making sure everything is blended. Right, while we're doing the lid shade, let's talk about the next brand. This one is huge on TikTok right now, and it's HMB Cosmetics. I've heard amazing things about their powder, their concealer and their foundation. They're definitely on my to try list. They are all over TikTok right now. TikTok is a terrible place for influencing me to buy things, but right now they are something I really want to try. I've seen so many TikToks of people using it, the foundation especially, and it just looks so flawless. Now I'm going to go in with Made by Mitchell and Melissa Green Queen on the lid. But yeah, HMB, they've not got a great big range. I think the only other thing they do is a bronzer, which does look like it's got some like really nice tones to it. So I think I will probably pick that up as well, just to give it a go. But the rave reviews I've seen, it's just definitely something I want to give a go this year. So just popping this on the lid. This shade is stunning. If Made by Mitchell is not a brand you have already tried, you absolutely need to put it on your list for 2023 because his products are so good and this Melissa collection is beautiful. I do just want to deepen up that outer corner even more, so I'm going to use Alien and then I'm going to go in with Deep Space, which is the black, and really deepen up that outer corner so we've got a really nice like smoky look. And then going back and forth with Luna to make sure it's all blended. I would normally always go in with primer first, so I don't really know what's going on here, but this is the Smashbox Primer Oil, which you cannot get in the UK anymore, so I'm really sorry about that, but I've got it, so I'm going to use it because I love it. If you are somewhere that you can get Smashbox, then buy this, because if you've got dry skin, don't buy this if you've not got dry skin. You've probably noticed my little friend here. This is Brian. He's just hanging out on my face for a little bit of time. So I'm just going to pop some concealer on that because he looks gross. Going to go in with a really high coverage one. This is NARS Soft Matte. My fingers barely fit in with my nails on. I'm just going to pop that on there and I'm just going to let it sit just so it can build up its coverage while I find a foundation to use. This is another great, really high coverage one. Let's talk about some indie brands. Now, I'm a bit conflicted about this one. I really, really want to give Unearthly Cosmetics a go, but I've heard some pretty horrible things about their customer service. So I really am in two minds as whether to risk it, especially obviously because it's an American beauty brand. So I've got to then get it shipped over here. And if it does go missing or anything like that, I'm a little bit cautious. But their palettes are so me. They're super bright, super grungy. I really love the look of them. Is it called the Bunnies palette? The pastel one with the shimmers, that looks amazing. And I'd really, really love to give that one a go. And then there's like a strawberry milkshake one, I want to say, that has like pinks and greens, which I absolutely love a pink and green colour combo. So I love the look of that one as well. But just the customer service. Would love to know if any of my UK viewers have tried Unearthly and how the shipping was, because it just makes me a little nervous, I'm not going to lie. For my under eyes, I'm going to go in with Benefit Boing Cakeless Concealer. If I can get it open with these slippy, oily hands. Just going to pop that under the under eye. Now I feel like my next one is probably cheating a little bit because it's Glamonatrix. Now I do have some Glamonatrix single eyeshadows, but I really, 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 really want to try their palettes. I've seen them everywhere at the moment. Everybody is talking about the Glamorous palette and the Nearly Neutral palette. So that one's a little bit of a cheat. But I really want to give them a go. I do really like the quality of their single shadows. So that's definitely something I'm going to have my eye on. The only problem is with those, they'll always have stock. Or they've got one in stock and not the rest of them. And I just kind of begrudge paying multiple shipping fees when I just want to order them all. So that's just one that I'm sort of going to see if I can get sort of multiple at once. This spot is not covering. Just put some more concealer on, see what we can do with that. I'm just going to let it sit there for a little while as well. For my cream bronzer, I'm going to go in with Pink Honey BFF Face Frosting in Fudge Glaze. I feel like I definitely should have written a list of all the brands I want to try, because I'm like racking my brain right now. And I'm definitely going to forget one, so, you know, maybe we'll do a part 2 to this. One that Heather Austin is always talking about because she has a beautiful collab with them is Adept. I've heard great things about their shadows since they reformulated. And I really, really like the look of their shadows. They look like they're super sparkly, which you all know I love a sparkle glitter shade. So it's definitely something. But again, they're another one that unfortunately, like half their palettes are normally out of stock. And just because it's so much for shipping, I kind of want to get everything at once. I'm going to go in with Lorac Tantalizer in Tan Lines and a nice big fluffy brush. So yeah, Adept is definitely one I want to try. They are gorgeous, shimmery, incredible. blush, I want to do something semi-neutral, so we're going to go in with Nude Sticks Beach Babe, which is like a sort of neutrally mauvey pink. I'm actually going to apply a small amount of blush, she says, but she'll probably end up applying tons. I feel like that's enough. Who am I and what have I done to myself using a small amount of blush? Just going to pop a little bit on the end of my nose as well. Because if you're a dry girly like me, it covers up some of that dryness if you've got a pink nose. Top tips with Cole. For my highlighter, I'm going to go in with Gold Mine from P. Louise. This is one of the new ones. And I'm literally going to use a tiny bit because it is quite dark. But just on its own, very, very reservedly, it really pulls that yellow out of the eyeshadow. And I love that. These are really beautiful. I just wish I'd got a lighter shade. I got the even darker gold one as well, which is definitely going to be a case of only using it on my eyes because that one is super dark. But I really like the formula. They look really pretty. And I might have to just pick up one of the paler ones so I can use it like blindingly. I'm just going to pop off camera, do lashes and mascara, and then I'll be back. Right, so lashes are on. These are P. Louise Born Like This lashes. They're really pretty. Really like the P. Louise lashes. If you've not tried them, they're really great quality. Under the eyes, I'm just going to go in with Celestial, which is this green here. Next up on my to try list is Menagerie. They have some really gorgeous colourful palettes. You all know by now that I love colour. I'm not really a neutral gal, so their palettes look stunning. They have the pastel one. Has it got a seal on the front of it? I think. And then they've also got one with like a flying squirrel on the front, which I think is called Sugar High, which has some like really intense looking jewel tone shimmers, which I absolutely love the look of. I'm just going to go in and do Luna just to blend that green a little bit under the eyes. They have some really, really stunning looking colours, and I really would like to try them. Don't actually think, other than blush, they do blush I think, but don't actually think they've got much else as a brand, so I'd love to see them kind of like expand so I can try sort of a more varied range of stuff. Now another one that has been around forever and I always thought was a little bit boring is Hank and Henry. Now the only thing we've ever been able to get from Hank and Henry in the UK is their little like duos, and we only seem to get the neutrally ones, so I've always sort of crossed over it and I'm like, oh, it's nothing exciting. I think they're like a two like creamy powder shadows and then like one loose shadow. However, I have been seeing recently that they have released a collab palette, and it's like this most incredible tie-dye colour scheme. It's like a bright rainbow matte, and I've seen so many people use it and it looks so gorgeous. So they're definitely on my radar now. And I did have like a little look on their website just to see what else they did. And they do these really gorgeous glitter glosses, which one looks like the exact dupe for the Dior like golden lip maximizer, which I love the look of. Another indie one, eyeshadow palette wise, would definitely be Sugar Drizzle. That purple blue matte palette looks incredible. And then they've also got like some like really intensely shimmery palettes, which again I love the look of. It's just who I am as a person, and anything glittery and shimmery instantly catches my eye. I'm just going to put some Raver. No, it's not Raver. It is Limelight from P. Louise and Mitchell in the waterline, because this is the best for the waterline. And I'm actually going to use the little spatula that came with my Mitchell colour case, which I I'm still not really sure what to do with, but I'm excited to give it a go. Just with the little brush on the other end to pop that in there. That's ended up all over my lower lash line. Oh well, more mascara for me. So next one I want to try, this, we're sort of back off the indie brands now, is Rose Ink. They have that incredible looking, it's the serum with the pigment bubbles in it. I'm a little bit obsessed with like sheer coverage tinted foundations at the moment. She says after she's applied like the thickest coverage foundation in the world, but I am a little bit obsessed with kind of lower coverage things at the moment. So that's definitely what I want to try. I love the look of their, I think it's called the Solar Bronzer, which is like their cream bronzer. And then they've also got some like really pretty looking blushes and lipsticks. Another bit of a cheat one, I am going to mention Chanel. Now I have one singular Chanel lipstick because it's not the easiest brand to get in the world, in the UK. So I did see, however, that their website, they actually have a UK website, and it's pretty reasonable like shipping wise and things like that. So I'd really love to try them because I love the look again of their like tinted water-based serum. Martina Lily always mentions that one and it looks gorgeous. And then I also really like the look of the Tanda Chanel Soleil bronzer. I know that's something that's been around for literal years, but it's another one like that I've always wanted since being in the makeup community. So it's definitely something I want to try. So I do want to try more Chanel. Because like I said, I just own the one lipstick, which I'm pretty sure I bought in duty free, I want to say about 6 years ago. And I've just never really tried anything since. So this is P. Louise Seductive Pencil. And then I'm going to go on top with this, one of the most underrated lip products you can get. This is the Bobbi Brown Crush Liquid Lip. This one is in Lychee Baby. Nobody ever mentions these. But they're like the perfect, glossy, comfortable liquid lipstick. I love them. And then I've just realised I've not done anything with my brows. I pull out the Kosas Airbrow Gel and just run a little bit through the brows. I don't really do much with my brows these days, but we'll put a little bit of something in just because we can. And that's it. That is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you like the idea of me talking about things I want to try. Let me know the brands that you want to try in 2023. And then hopefully at the end of the year, I'll do a little video that sort of says, I tried this one, I decided not to try this one because of this reason. And yeah, so that's it from me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You've been fabulous. I've been Coleoftheball, and I'll see you next time.